Hey guys, welcome back to Admiral Reviews. So I'm sorry about the late update. A lot of stuff has been on my plate right now. I've been trying to do a lot of things on a short amount of time, so I'm sorry if it interfered with this. I'm really sorry. But I will be going back into my schedule of uploading on the regular time, and even I'm going to try and upload more, so more of an incentive to subscribe to the channel. But moving on to the chapter of One Piece, chapter 866. Now, the story in which the chapter told was not as interesting as information that we got from the story. That kind of sounds retarded, and a little bit I am retarded, but hear me out. The story of Big Mom going on how she got to Elbaf, and the story of her growing up in Elbaf was not as interesting as what we picked up from little areas of the Big Mom story that was being told. So you can basically summarize this whole story in about 30 seconds. Big Mom is who happens, we find out she's completely human, so no part giant, or she's not giant or nothing. Big Mom was abandoned. She comes up on this island of Elba. She's left off. She gets picked up by Mother Carmel. Mother Carmel raises other orphans. Big Mom doesn't know how to control her powers at a young age. She grows up on the islands of Elbaf, where she sees other giants that, are around the same size as her. She grows up with them, but even then she still doesn't know how to control her powers, and she ends up going on a feast, loses her control of herself, and destroys a village in Elbaf. That's the story. But what we picked up in this story, the little things here and there, was what made this chapter really great and really interesting. And you knew Old was going to provide for us because, we were off last week, so he had to give us something juicy, to get us back into the One Piece mode. But yeah, so what we've learned about, what we saw was we actually got to see Elbaf. This was one of the first times that we've actually seen Elbaf and the people living on Elbaf. So yeah, Big Mom was dropped off. Mother Carmel runs an orphanage called the Goat's Den, something like that, the Lamb's Den. Something related to a goat. So Mother Carmel lives on the island of Elbaf with the orphans because back a while ago, when Dory and Broggy were first settling their dispute between each other on Little Garden, the giants that followed them, they lost their captain, so they really didn't know what to do next. And the Marines had got involved and they captured them, and they were going to execute the giants. And Mother Carmel intervened, and with some unknown mysterious power, I guess, to control the clouds and shit. Who knows what that means? But they stopped and they were spared. Big Mom, I keep saying Big Mom. Mother Carmel persuaded them to let the giants go. And so she lives now on Elbaf with the orphans, and she raises them. So the young picture that we see of Mother Carmel, which I do say she does look very, very tantalizing. This chapter was really great for the backstory of all the giants that we've seen before. We got more of the story with Dory and Broggy. They were the captains of the crew, the giant pirates, and they got into their battle, and what happened to their subordinates afterwards. So in this story we learned that the subordinates were captured by the Marines, were about to be executed, and that's when Mother Carmel intervened. We know that part. That was great information. I thought it was really great. Also, the introduction of possibility of Mother Carmel's devil fruit or any power that she has. Really interesting stuff that we're getting in this chapter. So we saw Dory, mentioned Dory and Broggy, Oimo and Kashi. We get to see them again. We see them before they look for their captains. And then afterwards, we all know they get sent to Eni's lobby. They get tricked by the Marines. And then we also get to see a young what is this man's name? Hadrudin. Yes, we get to see a young Hadrudin. He's being taught by the elder giants. And we also get to introduction to giants that are older than the characters we've already been assumed. So usually the giants that we've seen are usually around 100, 150 years old. But these giants are close to 300 years old. And Oda stated they're probably one of the oldest giants of the island. But just to say, this is just one of the villages. I don't see them facing off against the strongest giants yet. Which also brings it to another point. we've been introduced, Big Mom has told us that if she would have acquired the power of the giants, she would have already been the Pirate King. So we have to infer that the giants have this incredible power. Now we know giants are just naturally strong. Because of their size, they're naturally strong. But from what we've seen by the giants, we haven't seen really OP level giants yet. Which I think when we get more of this backstory and more into the other giants and deeper into this island of Elbaf that we just don't know much about, I think we're going to see the giants that Big Mom was really talking about. The giants that could actually help her acquire that title of Pirate King. So just all this information that we're learning and stuff that we can infer, you know, we're just seeing what Big Mom is actually talking about and the true power of Elbaf. What this chapter also puts us into perspective is the power of Big Mom. When we meet Big Mom on this island, she's like 5 years old, and she's already has the power to, you know, take down animals, you know, big grizzly bear animals with one punch. We've seen that when she loses it, she's able to take down a village at the age of, you know, under 10 years old. So this chapter is really showing that Big Mom is very powerful. So in the final part of the chapter, Big Mom's about to be executed by one of the elder giants. And she's really not Big Mom. She's more like a little mom because she's really not old. She's a young kid. But anyway, you get the point. She's about to be executed, and the elder giant says to Mother Carmel, you know, this is no child. This is a beast. This little girl has the power of a demon. And Big Mom, in the chapter, Oda draws these eyes that make Big Mom really look like a demon. She looks like Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist. But yeah, Big Mom, we don't know what happens next, but we know Big Mom lives. But you know, she's about to be executed. We don't know if Big Mom goes and kills more giants. Maybe this is what fuels even more why the giants have problems with Big Mom and why I think she's so bent on trying to mend the relationships with giants. But yeah, getting a lot of information in these chapters. And this chapter was also trying to show us that Big Mom well, they tried to make it seem like she had a tragic backstory, but honestly, I don't think anybody's falling for it. Oda, you're gonna have to give us a little bit more tragedy to make us feel sorry for Big Mom. But I don't have faith. I'm pretty sure 100% Oda will twist our balls a little bit more, and he'll get us to feel sorry for Big Mom. But just from this chapter, not yet. I'm not accepting it yet. Big Mom, you're still a bitch in my book. So what do you think is going to happen in the next chapter? Did you like this chapter with the, you know, lots of information that we acquired? What did you think of Big Mom's characterization and learning her backstory in this chapter? So please let me know. Put it down in the comments. If you liked the video, you know, please give me a like. You know, if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel so you get notifications about any of the content I release. But other than that, all I have to say is have a nice ass day. Hey guys, did you like the video? Please, if you did so, please hit that like button. If you have any questions you would like to ask, please put them down in the comment section. I'll be willing to answer any question that you have. And if you like what I'm doing with the channel and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified on my future videos. And other than that, all I gotta say is have a nice ass day.